Captain Juan, stand proud. You're strong. But let me tell your dumbass one thing. I'm the dong sucker. Alright, so here's what the deal is. I know I keep talking about this JJK video. I figured since I was going to be dropping a multiple part thing for soul leveling as it was progressing, I'll drop a little 4-episode joint right now. Just because it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. If you haven't seen Soul Leveling episodes 3 through 6, this video will have spoilers. No, but see, as I was saying in my last video, the animation has been crisp, and it's been continuously continuing this crispness. And after he name dropped the show and he almost got iced, I guess he became a player. I don't know if there are other players in this world. And the thing I have been liking about the show so far is they leave everything up to interpretation. I think that's just because the title of the show is also called Soul Leveling. So it's like you'd assume he's the only person that can do this, but the fact that it even exists is like, maybe there are other people that have this HUD in front of their face at all times as if it's like Apple Vision. And we see Jinwoo wake up in a hospital. He's approached by the Secret Service, start interrogating him, rightfully so. What? I was unconscious for 3 days? What about Ju and Mr. Song? Are they good? Yeah, they're straight. However, Song lost his arm, but he's been really on his shank shit recently. And then Ju-hee, she's been absolutely traumatized, and I don't think she'll be able to even heal a fucking fly again. You know, this is the damage that you've caused. I mean, we already know that this job's a dangerous one, you know, so I'm not really tripping about that. But my thing is how the fuck are you still here with us? My comrades were telling me some shit like you may have a second awakening. I'm convinced you're just a fucking murderer. However, second awakenings do exist. So, I mean, we could put that shit to the test right now and see if you're a fraud or not. I don't know what the fuck Sung experienced. I don't even know what type of fucking awakening this shit was. Unless it was like an awakening specified for this dungeon for one person in like all the fucking history. But Sung was excited as hell. I would be too. Being notorious in my own city as the weakest hunter of all time. That nigga put his hand on that mana meter and that shit said 10. I don't even know if that's just possible. I don't even know if that's just possible. He actually has more fingers and toes than he has mana. And he's lucky as hell he got this Apple Vision shit going on, because I think I said it in my first video. I would have quit right there on the spot. I don't think I could proudly walk around with 10 mana points to my name. So what's that shit say? I'm like B rank at least now, right? Sung, I apologize for everything. Seems I've mistaken about this second awakening thing, and you know what? This one's on me. This shit is so weak, I don't even think if you walked on the beach, you put an indent in the fucking sand. We're gonna be on our way, and just whatever makes you happy in life, just stick to that, because that's about all you got. And I guess this second awakening thing may have turned him into a fucking idiot too. His sister comes in the room. Obviously she can't see his little fucking HUD that he's got going on, but he's asking her how to fucking open a message, as if we aren't living in the 21st century. And it's like, we aren't in medieval times. I don't know if it's just a main character. I just don't like when characters do that personally. I don't like when they make characters seem like very ignorant about very common things that like they should know about in their world. And I don't remember what Red Robin's name is, but I guess he was referring to our girl as Miss Cha, so I'm going to refer to her as that now. It would kind of be respectful of me to do so, because now we're in the formal attire. This is where it gets a little complicated. Last time we were talking about, I think it was the nice button up, loose fitted with the nice jeans. That may be hard for the boys to understand. Now this is even a step further. But yeah, I don't even think I'm this mature yet to even like appreciate the full extent of like the formal business attire, right? Because I'm not a businessman. Hopefully I'll get to that point, but I'm no businessman yet. I'm just a kid in that space. And you know I'm immature in this because I don't even know what these types of pants are called. Are these khakis? I do know that purple's my favorite color though. Preferably like a lavender, but we could work with a violet. I'm very fond of violet. Miss Cha, let me dress you properly. But no, so Sung starts going on his little training arc, and he gets thrown into the middle of the Sahara. And even the animation for this shit was kind of beautiful. But I don't know how on God's green earth he even made it out of here within 4 hours. But after he miraculously survives, Ju-hee comes and she's trying to tend to his wounds and trying to make him feel better, bringing him some flowers and stuff like that. She's great. I was hating on her. I really was, because she was throwing. She was throwing, and let's not deny that. But she's very nice. She's a nice girl for Sung. She's just got to get in the right headspace, and I know it's tough because she was traumatized. What's Saitama's daily workout? Is it 100 sit-ups, push-ups, squats, and then running 10 km? Yeah, no, they gave him the same workout. That's funny. That's the Easter egg. Yeah, but no, this nigga is broken. Like, it's a cool type of broken though, because at least he has to earn it. The fact that this shit is like a video game to him now, and we see him go from like how weak he was before to how strong he is just at the end of this episode alone. And when we see him get his daily reward, and it's a key to a dungeon, he hops right in. And he's met with these criminals again, tongue out and all. They're trying to get freaky. As I was saying, the animation already like has been very consistent, very good, very fluid and smooth. But like this little fight sequence alone, this is honestly a rare thing. You don't really see this a lot, when like in anime, they fight like a real fight and they're not like having all this internal dialogue, and he's just like sitting here dodging their attacks for like an extended period of time. It's like they're trying to jump him, they're attacking him from all angles, and he's not saying a word. He's not like, damn shit, like I gotta figure this out. And like the momentum isn't like constantly going back and forth in terms of like fast and slow. Like it's just like them attacking him and he's standing his ground. And that's what I really like, just like with this little sequence alone. Oh my gosh, and then the grip switch on the dagger. Oh my gosh. No, that was dirty. And then the Red Wolf of Radagon pulls up on him. And this nigga's dagger keeps breaking. I don't even know what the fuck's happening. I guess it's like the gear level, and I do like that they do that, like they have different tiers, and it really is very video game-like. All I know is that if my dagger breaks like this, and this wolf is out here howling for his brethren to come up, I'm putting my fucking fist up. And I think I said this before, but I've been training my Muay Thai. I'm going on a tangent really quick. It's really annoying because before I got into like training, I would see people talk about like once a guy gets into like fighting or like combat sports, like for fun, like they can't stop talking about it. But that's really how it is. I don't know why. Like I just enjoy talking about it. Like I feel like I'm that nigga. Like I just like, you know, I can throw a little elbow and I can do some damage. No, yeah, if this dog lunges at me, there's gonna be a right hook incoming. And it'll be vicious. Yeah, but no, Sung starts getting evasive. And in the same manner that I would, he gives him a mean right hook. But no, he starts boxing the fuck out of him. And it's like, watching this, you see these little action scenes with these very insignificant enemies that are still very solid. And you're like, damn, when it's actually like an important enemy, like how good is this animation gonna get? Because the animation, again, animation, sound effects, everything going on, and just like the choreography, every fucking time has been like damn near 10 out of 10. And he was piecing that nigga big time, and he spawned in a sword and diced him in half. And this is one thing, at least watching these last couple episodes, that I've seen them do really well. Because for the first like 10 minutes of this episode, he's just farming. This is just free loot and free levels. Having that much of the episode be taken up by like just that solely, I'm thinking this is going to be a cliffhanger with this next part where he runs into this boss, right? But the pacing of these episodes, like they really get a lot of information in, and it doesn't feel like it's rushed. It feels like it's paced properly. He starts over-leveling this dungeon, and this whole fucking scene was just beautiful. The sparks, the sound effects, like it was so good. The snake lunges at him. He's trying to break the scales to no avail. And you just see him getting battered up. And again, it's just straight action. Like he'll be talking a little bit, but like it's nothing crazy. It's just consistent, like action and action and action. Like what an actual fight should be. I knew it was about to get freaky. Once he was doing that episode 2 inner dialogue, and then the voice actor is so fucking good. He's just screaming for no reason. And then they square up and he's talking to himself, doubting himself again. I thought I'd become a bit stronger. Am I really gonna perish here? I was a fraud once. Am I gonna be a fraud again? Because if so, this nigga better inject me with that venom and just have me fucking packing. Because what's the point anymore? How much stronger do I have to get? The weakest hunter of mankind. They gave me that nickname because I was too weak. I'd argue the fucking opposite, nigga. I'm one of a kind. Yeah, niggas may look down on me, but I'm the one looking up. The fuck is this piece of licorice gonna do to me? I'll be making these videos sometimes, and I swear I'm like voice actor ready. But I hear shit like this, and I'm like, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm a fraud. And then I don't know what the fuck he activated here. I don't know if it was his Kaioken or something. I said it once, and I'll say it again. This is my solo leveling. Just like that, I knew this snake was toast. I thought the episode was over. I was like, there is no way that Sasuke's summon is getting out of this one. Once this nigga turned to Gojo. Seeing him try to rip these scales and like his dagger is shaking, and then he gets like a two-handed grip on that thing, and the angles that they were fucking getting. This was very similar to when Denji was fighting that one nipple boss. And this is how I know this nigga's probably gonna be nominated for one of the best main characters of the year, just because of this maneuver right here. I'm thinking, since you know the snake is opening its gaping wide mouth and he has a broken dagger, he's going to jump into the mouth and then do what you see in a lot of shows. Like if there's a big boss, a lot of the times characters like use the only opening that they got. But this nigga put so many attribute points into strength that him holding this dagger was holding him back this whole fucking time. He actually took this reptile to Suplex City. I don't know how he gripped into that nigga's esophagus from both sides, broke his armor. And again, this scene is so fucking gory. Just this show in general, the show is so fucking gory, but it's so good. And then you know he's really getting into it when the animators can't even keep up with their line work. When that shit starts getting messy, you know it's getting ridiculous. And that's what makes scenes like this so good. So I'm thinking after that, the episode's over. And this is what I was talking about with the pacing. They got this next portion done in 5 minutes. So when Sung gets out the dungeon, we find out that Reggie Rock escaped the compound and they got the scrubs on him. Plethora of D ranks. And then Juhi also got summoned to the battlefield too. And she's folding under pressure again, which I'm not going to blame her for. Like, I understand like dire situation. You guys need to work together and you got to get shit done. But I mean, like if the B rank healer is not doing anything, clearly there's something wrong. Okay, so let's calm it down. Because this girl goes, hey, jackass, aren't you supposed to be a B rank healer? What does that stand for, bitch? Yeah, but now I think Sung is just flexing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he knows how cold he is and how he's progressively getting colder and colder and how his growth is just astronomical. He throws that end of the sword like a fucking javelin and then they beat Geodude. Like, look at that nigga's forearm. He knows exactly what he's working with, man. That's how I'm trying to get my forearms looking. No, that might be a bit too much. Yeah, that's too much. That's scary. And then he hits the audience with the, damn, I didn't know I was cold like that. That shit only took one strike. Damn, I must be that nigga. And that's how the episode ended. That was episode 4. And after watching episode 4, I think that might have been the best episode in the show at this moment in time. And as I'm recording this video right now, episode 6 is not even out yet. So I don't even know what happens after episode 5. But all I know is I don't know how much time has elapsed since he took down this beast. But I know he put all of his attribute points into fucking puberty. That's what it looked like. Because he has these nurses fawning over him. And not only that, this nigga is now 6'4". He might as well just go to fucking my park at this point. Seems like he's been mewing a bit too. I don't even know what's going on anymore. It's like... Yeah, and if I'm Sung, fuck Juhi. Let's get to the important stuff. They're showing us this camera angle. I think I'm gonna need to medically assess this bodiciacity. He's heading out because he's getting discharged. She asked for his number. At least she's shooting her shot. Yeah, and I already knew this nigga was a scammer. Huang Dong suck. Yeah, he sucks it all right. Because Sung, he's gotta pay rent. Looking for jobs. Yo, what's up? Name's Huang Dong Suck. And you? Sung Jin Woo, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Your ass is an E rank, right? Oh shit, I know that nigga. He's notorious. I think wasn't his name the weakest hunter of all mankind? What the fuck? We're dealing with a pussy. Hey yo, can y'all shut the fuck up? I'm sorry, my teammates are rude as hell. Nah, it's true I'm E rank, but I'm S rank at getting bitches though. But yeah, no, as I said, once he pulled out the clipboard and was explaining to him the specifics of how this money was getting split, I already knew he was a scammer and that he's on the run from the FBI. But once he started explaining the terms and services, I knew it was raps. I knew there was gonna be trouble coming. Sung's lucky as hell he had this kid whose dad's a lawyer with him. He had his attorney, but this kid was way too happy to be going in this dungeon. This was like you going to the Nike store for Christmas with your parents, getting the best shoes on the market, new Nike shorts, the $50, $60 ones, dry fit Nike shirt with the headband, and then going to your game afterwards, dropping 2 points, 1 assist, and 3 quarters on the bench. Sung even knows his kid's a fraud. He apparently was a D rank, but he was definitely a S rank yapper, because he just kept fucking going. Damn, dick sucker, this is a big ass gate. Is this shit really C rank? This shit is way too big. Yeah, just like those dongs he be sucking. Way too big. I'm gonna need y'all boys to shut the fuck up. This shit's been confirmed C rank multiple times. So can we stop talking about the dongs I'm sucking, please? So they find some ants, they make light work of them, and then they see that something's been eating some of the ants' insides. And I was already suspicious of the scammer, but the way he was talking to Jin Woo and his face, they were just rubbing me the wrong way. I thought he was the final boss of the dungeon. He was like some mimic type shit. Like, look at this face. This is not the face of someone that like doesn't know what the fuck's going on here. Did you see the way I took those things down, Jin Woo? I'm like really good at this. Honestly, I think I need a rank up. Jin Ho, how much did your daddy spend on that gear? I'm pretty sure he just bought whatever was most expensive on the market. From me to you, just keep your eyes peeled because I'm smelling a scam incoming. I just feel it in my bones. But yeah, and as the episode's progressing, Jinwoo's getting more and more suspicious. He should have just trusted his gut at this point. Yeah, but they get to the boss's lair, and it's like a treasure trove of fucking mana crystals. Oh shit. Yo, this is sick. Dang, I can't wait to take these home. We're so totally not scammers, and we're not gonna fucking throw Jinwoo and Jinho under the bus. We're gonna share equally with everyone. I can't wait. See, and this is where I knew this nigga Jinho was really serious, and I was hating on him this whole time. I don't give a fuck what daddy has bought for you. This is where he comes in with that nice ass fade. I see it. He had to get serious and he had to lock the fuck in right now because he sees how much value is in this cave right now. So he knows that he's got to extract every single penny he can for Jinwoo's sake, legally. Jinwoo, let me see that contract. I know the law very well. I've been going to law school for a minute now. Hey boss, really quick, I got a question. So this contract that you wrote up with Jin, Sung Jinwoo will be compensated via participation trophy after it's all said and done. So I'm not seeing any word about any currency being exchanged here. So basically what you're telling me is that he's walking away with a bag of chips and a piece of metal. So that's already my first issue and I can get you incarcerated for that alone. But I'm gonna look over that right now. So whenever you're split in 7 ways with everyone else, he's going to be included with that. It's gonna go 8 ways. Oh, you dirty dog. Of course we'll divide it fairly. Fuck it, I'll give him even more than me. And then they point out the dormant spider. And then he's like, ah, Ricky, you forgot the excavator. Boss, my bad. You know, I always fuck this shit up. Hey, sorry, y'all boys stay here really quick and we're gonna gather our whole team and we're gonna go get these tools. Trust me, Wait, but both, just the two of us in this room with the boss? Hey, I just told you, trust me, we do this shit all the time. See, and the thing about Jinwoo, maybe he didn't put enough attribute points into intellect, so that's why it's taken him so long to critically think. Q-on, block those boys in there like that girl blocked me last week. What? Did they betray us? Nah, Jinwoo, they're testing us. Yes, they betrayed us, jackass. Fuck! They really fucking did scam us, Sung. I should have known about this. They taught me this shit in law school. This nigga Sungwoo's getting addicted to this feeling now. And it's looking scary. Because Jinho, he's squaring up with it. Jinwoo's having his inner monologue talking about another level. And then he's like questioning, he's like, damn. And his little walk up with the conjuring of his fucking blade, oh my gosh. It was actually dirty. And he's smiling, he's looking fucking, no, he's hot. They've done these little like standoffs a couple times, and I really like it. It really adds to like the intensity of the scene in the episode. But yeah, I haven't watched episode 6 yet, and episode 6 doesn't come out for like maybe 4 or 5 days. But I did want to start this video before getting to that point, so I'm gonna cut it now. And then episode 6 will be out. No, so the frauds leave the dungeon. They left Jinho and Jinwoo there to be lunch meat, whatever. That was already part of the plan. We knew this. And I'm thinking this is going to be some grand fight, which it was. Jinwoo was putting the skates on the nigga. It was a good fight. Don't even get me wrong. Like, he was really working. Like, it was nice. And he's getting evasive. He has Jinho having some sort of crisis on the sidelines, waiting to be tagged in, but he doesn't even know if he wants to be tagged in. All right, yeah, I've had it. This nigga is not an E rank. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Is he one of those fake hunters? He's moving like he just snorted a line. Do I just leave? Do I let him handle business? I don't even know. This is where I got a little sick to my stomach, and I should have anticipated this, and maybe I just wasn't paying attention to this whole time. But this nigga has skills. He has skills. I'm thinking like he just upgrades attributes, strength, agility, fatigue, whatever, and then he just like gets stronger. We see him use a full recovery skill, which I mean that one's like a self-res, whatever. I get it. This nigga pulled out a quick attack like he's a fucking Pokemon, and he just blitzed the spider and then pierced every single one of his eyes. And I thought maybe there's gonna be a second stage to the boss on some, maybe like Rykard, how like the serpent, you know. It just seemed like too easy of a task for how they were hyping it up to be. But no, he really beat the fuck out of that thing. Boss, is there anything that you need? As I told you, my dad's rich and I'm a lawyer. Do you have any legal troubles that you're going through right now? Any offenses, anything? I mean, I could get you off that most wanted list right now if that's what you want. I have water, I have soda, I have a whole plethora of foods and beverages. I see that your Adidas got a little bit dirty. I mean, I could get you as many new pairs. My family is actually sponsored by Adidas, Nike, and the whole shebang. I could get you whatever attire you want. Anything. You just hit my line, because me and you were like this. We're tight, you know? This is me and you, boss. We've been in this shit since the jump. So then the slimy 6 pull back up, and they're hungry for a jumping. Right off the bat, you could tell by the look in their fucking eyes. Damn, they're still alive? Fuck you smiling at, bitch! And in between this altercation, we had a brief look at Chairman, who's an animal himself. His sexy ass. I expected nothing less from him, working with the Secret Service guy. And even just this little Taekwondo animation sequence alone, that shit was crispy too. Damn, they beat that spider. That shit must have been like a little mini boss. Yeah, it reeks like bitch in here. Dong sucky. What should we do? Dong suck. How should we handle these fools? What else? Jinho, I really like that armor you got there. That shit is shining bright like a diamond. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna have to rob you. I'm not even gonna be cryptic about this shit anymore, nigga. You are getting robbed by us. And what's that supposed to mean? I could either rob you for all your rackets, or you can kill sorry boy sissy ass Sung Jinwoo right here, right the fuck now. See, and I knew Jinho was a good Samaritan off the jump. I knew he would be on our side. He squared the fuck up with them 1-on-6. This is why I like him. I knew he was getting freaky once Sung got the notification and said he had an urgent quest and he had to defeat the enemy's O6. Now, at first I wasn't able to count. I thought there was 5 and I thought that included Jinho. That would have been fucking... That would have been fucking crazy if he had to kill Jinho for no reason. But no, so he gets snuck by whatever that nigga's name is, Kuzenbo or something. And we get a brief intermission to, okay, see. I think I'm going to have to retire the Frisky 4 from Bleach. I'm just going to throw it out there. Because we're introduced to this girl, scrolling on Twitter with her emerald green eyes, Ijin, and she's making me a heathen. All right. And then we see Miss Lion's Mane and Miss Glasses to appeal the masses. You know, so they were out for coffee at Starbucks, whatever. Just, I'm assuming that they're hunters, but I didn't know what rank we were talking. But I'm hearing A. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're affiliated with Miss Cha. And lo and behold, they are. Because we had her in her museum attire. You know, that was nice, whatever. And then we had her in the turtleneck. Beautiful. I don't know what step this is now in the rankings. Now she's in her battle gear. Listen, I'm speechless. She has me tweaking out, actually. And there's most certainly some books over here. Buxom. Sign me up for the fucking spelling bee. She's a force to be reckoned with. Not even breaking a fucking sweat, this woman. Seriously though, this next 6-minute scene, first off, best of the show. This fucking show, oh my gosh, like, this is the thing that I like about it, right? It really doesn't seem like it's gonna get too deep when it comes to like narrative and story. It really doesn't. But if they keep this not only pacing up, but the animation up and the fucking OST, this might be the best OST of the year so far. I don't even know what this lady was saying, but this shit was nonsense. We were getting episode 1 type dialogue. Sung has PTSD at this point. He's been betrayed time and time again. And he's like, this is a dog eats dog world, and I'm still being a fucking nice guy. Because you know what they say? Nice guys finish last. This nigga was becoming the villain right before our eyes. That's how it seemed. And he gets the fuck up and he starts talking his fucking shit, nigga. It was so good. No way that goober's still alive. The system is using me, so I think I'm gonna use the system too. You niggas are using me, so I think I'm gonna use you niggas too. I forgot the most important rule, that the weak will always have everything taken from them. I'm glad to know you have some critical fucking thinking skills. Damn, at least you're not the stupidest hunter of mankind too. But that must mean y'all boys are ready for me to fuck you, right? What? What is he saying? Listen, guy, you're not fucking anyone. We're hunters, all right? And we're gonna hunt you. That's the deal. There's no fucking going on here. You seem to talk a big fucking game for the weakest hunter of all men. Yeah, and once that happened, I was getting flashbacks to another show and I couldn't remember, but the fucking he started going crazy. And they queued up that OST and the animation was so good. He was talking his shit the whole time. And you know, the opposition did what they were already planning on doing, and they tried jumping him. And he's just blocking, evading, poison damaging niggas. And again, the gore. When he hit the fucking paralysis debuff on them or whatever, and then they started like bleeding out of their eyes and everything. It's just so, it's like taking another step, even though it's not deep. Does that make sense? Like, is it gonna come to me? Is it gonna cut? Oh my God. See him just flash step and just the sound effect. It's so good. It was actually such a good scene. No, it was dirty. And this was the dirtiest part of the episode. I actually almost turned it off because Dong Suck was trying to get sucking, right? And he goes into his Kaioken shit. He tries blitzing Sung. We see him flash step again. He hit him damn near with Sukuna's quote. No, he actually damn near hit him with Sukuna's quote. Captain Huang, stand proud. You're strong. But let me tell your dumbass one thing. I'm the Dong Sucker. Everything about it was so good. No, and when I say Sungwoo was talking his shit, he was talking that shit and he wasn't stopping. He was damn near yapping his shit. He had Dong Suck begging for his life. He's, I'll double your payments. Sung said 3 times. I'm thinking, okay, he's taking 3 times. He's like, no, 3 times your ass tried killing me. So he just decapitates him. And he tried pulling out like the My Family's Rich card on Sung. His last words were, do you even know who my brother is? Gone. But I really like the glowing eyes, like his little Byakugan that he has going on. Yeah, but no, so they get out of the dungeon and I think they're confronted by one of our Frisky 4 members. I'm pretty sure this is the same girl. No, it's actually not, because I think the other girl had bangs. So this might be her twin. So you guys are telling me that this was a C rank and the D and the E rank escaped? How'd that even, you know, I don't know. It was probably you who defeated the boss and then you were probably just doing what E ranks do and chill in the corner, trying to stay safe. Yeah, no, that's right. I did this shit by myself. And I beat that thing. Good. A little E rank here doing nothing but crying for his mom, who's in the hospital. And I think it's official. But now that Sung is sitting here in a sun shower, golden hour, he's going to the lounge. He has to. There's just no doubt about it. His antics, he's marking off all the boxes. He's meeting all the criteria for the lounge. So crazy part is, he's not even max level yet. This nigga's like level 18 light skin right now. He's not even close to the pinnacle. But I'm assuming this is Dong Suck's brother at the end. And episode ends like, I think that's a good space to end this video. In all, I think I could sort of see the direction of the show, because as I said a couple times throughout this video, it doesn't seem like it's ever going to get to a point of being super deep. You know, maybe there'll be a couple other people like Jinwoo, possibly a couple other people that oppose him that are higher up that actually like pose a threat to him and pose a threat to the world. But other than that, it seems like it's just going to be dungeons that progressively get harder, some characters getting killed, and then some hunters who are just evil. And through it all, it's like he's just going to be a stone cold killer. But the thing about it is, it's like a fun show. Like, for what it's trying to do, it's not trying to make itself out to be some like Attack on Titan deep ass shit, at least right now. Again, I don't know, but I'm just hypothesizing. And based off of what I've heard other people say, that just, it seems to be a very simple show that is just really, really enjoyable. And I've been having a great time with it so far. And I don't remember the rating I gave it before. I think I gave it a 9 out of 10 for the first 2 episodes. And now that I've gotten a couple more episodes under my belt, I would, man, I think I might keep it at 9. I'm not even gonna lie to you. For what it's trying to do, 9. And for how much I've been enjoying it week in and week out, 9, I think. Because I think episode 6 was most certainly the best episode so far. That OST was nasty. And if that's on Spotify, I'm gonna have to add that to the playlist. Episode 5 was solid too. I think episode 3 was probably the weakest one, if I'm remembering correctly. Even that one in itself was a solid episode too. Where this anime really shines is just that fucking animation, dude. Seriously, that shit is fucking crispy. It really is, and it has not had any fall off. It's been getting better almost. And that OST, I know I keep talking. I'm done. That's it. So Solo Leveling so far, been a great time. If you watch this video and you haven't seen the show, don't know why, but would highly recommend it. And yeah, next review video is going to be JJK. Sub to the podcast channel. Trying to reach 1,000 subs on there, hopefully in like a month or 2. And I think that's it for now. If you took the time to watch the video, I appreciate it. Thank you. And without further ado, on to the next one.